Didn't even load up in chat. How it's going to be today. How's it going, everybody? Whoever's watching, hope you're having a good day. Hey, what's up, passerby? Hope you're doing well. How is the night treating you? Wanda, what's up? How are you? Move this over here, sorry guys. Let's see the. Yeah. Just making some fill-in items for the kiln. Hey Gail, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. Just making some fill-in items for the kiln. So, little 2-pound pumps. Yeah, it's gone up here too, Wanda. We're kind of in the same, somewhat of the same zone. It definitely has gone up tremendously. That's what I'm looking for here. Bead at the bottom. Gonna make a batch of these. Weekend as well, Wanda. Thanks for asking. Yeah, doing well. Worked at the shop, retail stuff. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, enjoying a few days off. Awesome. Well deserved. I don't know what that feels like. I can't remember what it feels like. No, I had few days off, what, about a month ago? And definitely felt nice, I can tell you that. Estante said hi, welcome to you. If I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize, but welcome to you. How long have I been doing that? I've been making pots my whole life, basically, but professionally since '99. Full time since '99. But thanks for popping in, Levon. Out in the base. Doug said hi, what's up, Doug? Welcome to you. Amkar, welcome to you. Oh, it takes so much patience. Yeah, over time it does. It does take a lot of patience. Welcome to you, by the way. You have to do a few thousand of them, and then you forget all about the patience. It kind of just starts to happen naturally. Thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Shuriken, what's up? Nice. Well, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hey, thanks, Gail. Appreciate the kindness. Yeah, guys, hit the like if you want. And if you're new here and want to watch live pottery, I try to go often. Also make long form content, shorts, all that good stuff. So this is what I do for a living. I make pottery, so always enjoy new people popping in. So welcome to anybody who's watching. So how was everybody's weekend anyway? Was it good? Tell me what you did, if it's appropriate. Happiness said hi. What's up, Happiness? It's been a long time since I've seen. Okay, welcome to it. Sounded very morbid. Hello, Happiness, my old friend. There's a name I have not heard in a long time. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to. Let's get this out of here. There we go. What you making? I'm making little 2-pound pots to fit in to a kiln load. They're kind of in a crock form, slightly tapering in. So utilitarian wise, usage wise, maybe some. I mean, you could do flowerings and stuff, or bouquets and stuff, but it's pretty wide. So I would say utensils, small utensils, smaller. Is about 7 inches high. They'll shrink down to like 6.5, something like that. And you can do a bunch of things with it. So I'm making a batch of it, kind of the same thing. Going to see a batch of these in slightly different colors. And I did make a batch of these in 4-pound last week or something, so yeah. Oh, I didn't know you had to do that. Ryan, I don't even know how to say your name. Your voice, your dog fell up the stairs backwards. Well, I hope he's all good. Valerie, welcome to you. I was waiting for that one. Mr. Irwin. I'm surprised you hadn't thought of that one yet. I have not. I don't believe anybody's brought that up yet. But yes, very curious indeed. I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend went well for you. It was filled with dreams of driving a truck and capitalizing comments. But yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. Decluttering and cleaning this past weekend. All right, Gail, there you go. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Sorry. See, I don't even know how to pronounce. Banzai. What's up, Banzai? Been jamming. I hope you like a jamming too. Yeah, doing well, Banzai. Hope you're doing well. Just working here. Can't you see I'm working here? Hello to you. Welcome to you. Twanging no strings. No, I haven't actually. I said I was gonna hook up my guitar to end these streams again. Damn it. I need to like make a note or have somebody remind me. Hook up the guitar, dude. I think about it while I'm on the stream and then I go about living my life afterwards. So these are kind of what I'm making. Funny to put handles on these. Make some giant depth mega pints, huh? Maybe I'll do a couple of those. Just call. Storage wars. My weather has been warmer, yes. I guess as I've heard Buddy, yeah, he's cute. It's no matter what, like, cut his nails, they grow back like 2 days. It's ridiculous. I don't know if he has too much calcium in his body or what's going on, but they grow so fast, it's ridiculous. So you get quiet for a day, and then the next day, it's very cute sounding. I totally agree. How's my weather? It's been warmer. How has your weather been? Okay, yeah, if you can, what do I need to remember? You need reminding? I can help you with that if I remember. Okay. I already forgot what I needed, or you needed to remember. I don't know. Whoever needed to remember something. I'm not order. I just have. I believe Erwin has now changed his identity to Creepy Pig. So I believe he was kidding with you, Gil. We know you're not a hoarder. And even if you were, it's cool, because it's probably all useful stuff. No, I didn't have dolls, but I'm glad you know of such things. I wasn't as fortunate as you were with all your doll collection that I've seen here on YouTube that you've posted over, and all the live feeds where you're playing with them. It's interesting stuff. I just never got into that. So, yeah. He's actually named after a character from Adam Sandler when they're like, buddy, dude, buddy. You know, it's a real inventive name. I don't think anybody else has named their dog that, so. Kind of the first. And it's kind of a big deal. 77 light rain started. Oh, okay. That's good for you, though. You need rain down there, right? Indirect in the 80s, same around here, Gail, I believe. Is that what you call your doll? Your dolls? Action figures? I don't know, whatever. That's cool. Let's put some W's in the chat for Creepy Pig for his usage of the dolls when he was young. And I would assume now, too. I mean, from all we know about him. Let's get some W's in the chat. Yes, he was a planned flutist named Buddy Rich. And our cat was named Robbie Shankar. After being most famous for fathering Nora Jones. So. It's gonna be a weird stream today, guys. Sorry for anybody who's gonna leave. That's probably lots of useful stuff. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I got some W's from Gail anyway. We have to just look outside. What do you mean? Bonsai. Do you not know what's happening around you? Look outside. I'm wrong, it's not raining. Or did you finally look outside and realize that the weather was wrong? Oh, I love that. Fazal? Welcome to. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but welcome to. Do you usually leave your windows rolled down there? We could see that being a thing. It's so dry, it's like, when is it gonna rain? And if you're in a safe community, I could see that being a thing. Here we never know if it's gonna rain or not, so we just, or if anything else will happen for that matter. Is there? There's 5 million of them, really? That's news to me. I was told that it was the first Buddy Rich dog on the planet, but I was just told that by myself in the mirror, so. There you go. Thanks again for the likes, guys. Thanks again for whoever is tuning in. You're watching the Pottery live stream. Brought to you by the 58 Essel. Petra, say hi. Welcome to you. If I'm St. Petra. I can't even read today. Welcome to you. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but welcome to you. Very nice of you to say hi. It's not like you can read any other day, but I do believe it's time for some glasses. I'm refusing to admit it. I see what you did there, Erwin. I see what you did there. I wasn't born yesterday. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, and all you did have to do, Bonsai, is look outside. Shuriken says, heavy conversation today. Yeah, it's really deep. Sorry, guys, I haven't said anything. I'm just, you know, working. Yeah, I always dreamt of being a weatherman, and then I realized that I'm already full of crap, so it's gonna rain today. 50% chance that it's gonna be raining. Oh, okay. 50-50? All right. I would have been a weatherman like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. That's how my approach would have been. It's Groundhog Day again. What do you make? Yes, cylindrical pipe. Yes. These are kind of like, they're just shaped in a bit like this. So they're smaller versions of the Crocs I was making last week. Well, I can't even speak. I should just shut up. You can use them for utensils. You can do arrangements in them. You can do a whole bunch of random stuff with them. But yeah, so they're pretty much Crocs without handles or lugs. So just making some to fill in for the kiln I'm going to be doing. I also have to make some big pots coming up soon. Probably be tomorrow. Well, I can't even talk. I should shut up. Probably tomorrow I will be making some larger items. And then at the end of the week I got to start another store order. Man in White. I'd take that job too, I guess. Have you guys ever looked up how much Vanna White was worth versus Pat Sajak? She's worth much more money, which is kind of cool in a funny, ironic way. Shuriken, that's quite a bold claim. Oh, you're referencing Bill Murray. Have you ever made a small butter churn paddle? No, not paddle. I made butter pots. Old school. But I don't know. The older I get, the more I realize not everything has to have an absolute usage. Back in the day, I was learning kind of like, this is for that and this is for this. It's like, well, I'm sure we all could think of different things. use this shape for? But it's a very simple shape. I'm going to let the glaze do the speaking on these. Pat retired, Ben's still working? Yeah, I know. Before that. She must have invested really well. Something. It was quite a difference even when they were working together. That song, the opening song, is stuck in my head. The guitar riff. I feel like the next time I pick up a guitar, it's just gonna be like. When seasons come and seasons go, it ain't just the same. 'Cause I'm your weatherman. What do you make them? Make them smaller crocks. We'll just say that. Smaller crocks without the lugs. Welcome to you, Jeremy. Hope you're doing well. Tiffany says, do you make pottery for somewhere, or do you own your... I own my own business. And I also make pottery for about 40 different stores. My website, benwolfpottery.com, which is in my channel description. And I also share show space at my father's retail shop. So 7 days a week, pottery life. Been doing it for a long time. And yeah, that's the story. Tiffany, welcome to you. I don't have to plug in the acoustic guitar. I don't? You know what, that's mind-blowing. I don't actually have to plug in an electric guitar either, do you? I don't have to do anything. I'm more of an electric guitar player than... I mean, I play acoustic guitar. But I enjoy electric much more. That is for sure. And I would say I'm a bit more proficient with it. Charles says I need about 500 bonsai pots. Cool. I can most certainly help you with that. That is not a problem. Really. I would imagine Bonsai Mania in here could use those too. Love to learn that. That's awesome. Yeah, you should try it. I would say take a course, like a class, before you get too far into spending money on wheels and stuff. That way you know if you like it or not. For a specific pot, Jeremy? It's like, what would it be? YouTube Pottery Social Credit Score. I don't like those things. I never did competing anything, especially with pottery. I mean, aside from sports in my life, but competing pottery is just, I find it shortcut to thinking with, because everybody has their own things. Like there's certain things that people like, people don't, and their opinions are completely their own. The stuff I like might surprise all of you. Pottery and playing Guitar Hero is what it. Yeah. I'm your hero, buddy. How can I get a hold of you? You can go to the description of my channel page, and my website's on there, benwolfpottery.com. If you're in the States, I do not ship anything outside of the United States. But if you're being serious about what was it, 500 bonsai pots, I might be able to make that work for you. Though like I said, I sell to 40 stores, so an order of that size would take a bit of time. As long as you have patience, I might be able to fulfill that for you. Hey, what's up, Joel? How are you, bud? Hope you're doing well. There in Ontario, hope everything's going well for you. Hope you had a great weekend. Did you have a fun weekend? Bad? Okay. Oh, hey, Harrison. Pearly Poo, what's up? Sorry, I missed you. How are you? Some basil for my pot for the first time on Saturday. Awesome, Shuriken. There you go. You harvested basil in a Ben Wolff pot. It's awesome. It's very cool. Basil probably tasted a lot better because it was planted in one of my pots. That's just what I've been told. Tough crowd. What's tough crowd? I said hi to you, Pearly. I just missed it. That'd be cool, Erwin. That's a little different. I don't like the competitiveness of any of that. That's why I actually got into music and into pottery more so. Well, into music mainly, but there's just no competition. It's either like it or you don't. And what could be somebody's favorite thing could be another person's least favorite thing. So. It just wasn't a competition for me, so I had done all the competition stuff with sports and again, music especially, and pottery too. I mean, amongst potters, there might be like people thinking things like that and buyers, but the truth of the matter is somebody really might like something, the other people don't. Whatever. Who cares? Just opinions. I slept on a new mattress last night. How did you get poisoned? What? Um, oh, what happened, Pearly Boo? Hope you're doing all right. Yes, I'm doing well. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you don't feel like explaining, but please do. This is interesting. Oh, okay. So, like, what? Put it in the sun for a day? Is that what's wrong with me? Yikes. I've never heard of that. I hope you're okay, Pearly. Is this a company order? No, this is just this. These are going to be fitting in with the other pots that I made. So these will be probably going on a shelf somewhere for retail. So I don't really like shipping too much glazeware. I like to sell that stuff in person. So. I mean, I can, but Jason Basil, to be honest. Oh, cool. Awesome, Shuriken. Well, I'm glad you used the pot for that and it had a good yield for you. Probably. Yes, hope you're doing better. Oh, no son of Scotland. Ever? You were right. I've contacted the company. Oh, okay. Well, that's no laughing matter. Sorry. I hope everything works out for you. That's. I could see if it was like horsehair or something, you know? There's allergic reaction going on. But I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm glad you're okay today. And the most seamless. Awesome. Nice, Joel. There you go. There's somebody who had a good weekend. Good for you. Sounds good. Decent fishing. What were you fishing for up there, by the way? Obviously fish. Don't write that. But what type of fish? What were you fishing for? Fish. Thank you. Luckily, we've got it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Glad you're okay. Thanks. Now I got that Groundhog Day opening song stuck in my. Thanks, Erwin. Or what bonsai it was. Oh, the type of fish that swim. I got you. Yeah, I don't do that. Wait a minute. Oh, clay. Okay, I'm missing what Gail wrote before. Clay Olympics. All right. Cylinder. Biggest pinch pot. Throwing using feet. Two-person throw. One hand only from each person. Longest coil. Time limit on each event. Same amount of clay. It's fun and funny. I could see that being funny. And see, that's different. Yeah. Than just like, oh, we think this is the best pop. That sounds like that's like the Clay Olympics. I like that. That's different. You can see some funny stuff happening in that, Gil. It's interesting. Creepy Pig says, gotta go. All right, sounds good. You take care, Creepy. Come again when you can't stay as long. And it's always a pleasure to see you in here. This is for landfish. I got you. Hey, what's up, Wanda? Bass. They're trout and mussels too. Largemouth, smallmouth? That was a question. That wasn't just a statement. Were you fishing for largemouth bass or smallmouth bass? When I go fishing, I like to fish for largemouth bass. They are fun to catch. I feel like there's a bunch of jokes that are getting ready to be thrown at me here. This is Edna. What's up, Edna? Hi, my bestie here. Doing faces. This our sleepover. I don't know what that means. But welcome to you, Miss Edna. Hello from somebody else. Right. It is a shame, Shuriken. At least you can do is just post a picture. Make something a little different with this one. That one kind of fell down. Idea. Lovely day with this display. A little bit of silliness with this one. I have new. My buddy is a fisherman. I just paddle around and occasionally casting. Ah, okay, got you. Just turn to the roast of Joel again, huh? Sorry, Joel. I had nothing to do with this. Yeah, pics on Insta. Okay, cool. I didn't. Yeah, I haven't gone on there today. I don't think. Yesterday I did. No, please explain it to us, because I don't either, Pearly. Please explain what that means. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. To be honest with you, I haven't gone fishing at all this year. I usually go quite a few times, because my buddy right down the road has a boat. And the lake right next to me here, so. And it's a private lake, so it's very nice. But I have not gone out yet. And it's almost the end of the year, so I'll go out soon. He did mention the other day, let's go. So I'll have to do that. He says punny. Pearly punny. No, I don't. Pearly, I don't know any of that. I mean, I know what catfish are. It's not that tasty of a fish. And they're kind of ugly. But there's some other meaning to it that I don't know about? You like roast, Joel? I could see you for more like a tenderloin kind of guy. Do you need a fishing license if it's a private lake? No. Well, I don't think so. It's just so silly to need a fishing license at this point, in my opinion. Just my opinion, but feels like just another cash grab. But there are people that do abuse it, and just every meal they do, they fish from stocked places. So I get that part of it, but if everybody was responsible about it, they had to ruin it for everybody. Probably says catfish. Someone probably. Why do they call it a catfish then? Is catfish? They do look like they portray themselves, do they? I wonder why they chose that. I wonder what the history is of that then. What do they call it when down south when they put their arms way up into these holes in the ground and then the catfish grab onto their arms and then they pull them out? Is that why it's named that? I don't know these things. Just trying to learn. Yes, sure can. Yes, I have. Too bad you can't read. Yeah, in Ontario you do. Yeah, you need. Oh, you need one in Ontario. Yeah, I didn't know if one was asking you or me, Joel. Ever hear you require a license to fish? Yeah, we do. We do here in the States as well. Um, it used to be just for freshwater. And now, in the last few years, it's even moved over to saltwater. So, I'm not a fan of that stuff. Because catfish are open? Is that like the actual reason? Some people might not think so. That's very offensive to the catfish community. Once that type of fish actually evolves enough and uses the internet and looks back, I think they're gonna be massively offended. Hillbilly fishing. Well, I don't know if his name was Bill, but it is a useful tactic. Yes, that's what I was looking for, Shuriken. Thank you. I need somebody in Atlanta to set me right, set this Yankee straight on that. It's called noodling. Now, why would they call it noodling? Let's get into that. Nova Scotia, yeah. I don't know. I never met any bills that I didn't pay. Big fines here for saltwater fishing without a license in Nova Scotia. Wow. Okay. Just like casting offshore, like you're taking from the national seashore. It's not yours. Sounds pretty stupid to me, but Pearly Poo, I'm gonna eat some tortilla chips and fall asleep all night. All right, sounds good. You might want to sit up before you do that so they digest a bit. But thank you for popping in, Pearly. Hope you have a great evening and hope your night goes better than the previous. And what you said happened. Yeah. Yep. All right, take care, Shuriken. Probably says, nah, digesting? Thing of the past. No, it isn't. You should, well, I'm not a doctor, but I think you should sit upright for a little while before you go to bed. From just personal experience. Yeah, Shurkin, if I didn't say it, goodbye. Hope you have a good day. Always a pleasure. Thank you for popping in. Mine says we have a tumultuous relationship between. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. That's unfortunate, Wanda. I don't even know where the rights come from for fishing in our country. I think every state has a different thing. I doubt every state has a fishing license that you need. I find it pretty pathetic, but at the same time, you have to go, people really go hard and take all the fish because a lot of people stock the local areas, so you stock them all and everybody's sitting there right waiting to catch them all and then they're gone. So I suppose that you should have to pay if you're going to do that, which is unfortunate for people that just want to catch and release and have a good time and show their kids how to fish and blah blah blah. If that blah 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 made any sense. Get another piece of clay. Became violent at times? That's unfortunate. Since you're old and wise, I'll sit up for a few minutes. Just a few minutes, yeah. Yeah. I want to see you get hurt. You already had a bad night last night, you said. Eating while laying down, just, you know. I think you could figure out why. Hunter, what's up? Hello, do you have any advice for pulling up a cylinder? I had been trying to pull a cylinder and always end up with a bowl shape. Okay, so you're pushing out harder than you're pushing in. So from the inside, you're pushing too hard. So push more from the outside in, and the pot should rise taller. So if you were to, it's very easy to make a wide pot. It is harder to make a taller one. You just have to get used to pushing in from the outside more. So that, I know that's just, I don't know if you've heard that advice already, but that's basically what's happening there. Yeah, I follow along. There you go. There you go, Wanda. Does that work for you, Hunter? Yeah, so, okay, see, right now, this is set up, like, at a spot where it'd be easy to do a bowl. So, we're pulling up. First, I kind of collar the pot in, which is just kind of aiming it in that way. And I'm pushing more on the outside right now than I am on the inside. The inside I'm kind of just holding steady, and the pot rises. So, and another trick is you push out with your left, you push in with your right, and you leave a little bit of space. And that little bit of space every rotation is what you grab onto. So as long as you don't push too hard with this and you push more with this, the pot will just lift right up. So just be careful and do everything you're doing every single rotation. You'll get there. You'll get there, Hunter. That works too, Gail. Yeah, it's another good verbiage for it. I was helping somebody on the my last teaching thing, and they were having the same problem. And all I said was just push harder from the outside than you are on the inside. Keep your inside steady, and their pot went taller like this. Right now, I'm just keeping my hand steady on the inside, and I'm pushing more in, and the pot is rising. And if you want to, every time you can almost like create that. So every time you do a pull, you can go back and kind of just do this to form it, to get it ready to go to the next one. And every time you do a move, just compress that rim. And every single move, always compress the rim. Yes, thank you. I'll try it. Awesome. Awesome, Hunter. I wish you the best of luck with it. Yes. Agree, Gail. Completely agree. If you're moving a lot of clay quickly, there is a bit of a difference. But if you're working with only like, you know, a couple pounds or something, but if you're working with like when you're in the 20-pound range, or even 12 and up, the methods do slightly become a little different. It's still the same principle, but it's a completely different movement in a way. But I'm imagining that you're only using like a small amount of clay, maybe 1-2 pounds, Hunter. I'm sorry to just assume, but that's what I pictured. Yes, that works too, yeah. It just helps set you up for that, to color it in like that. Mini Cali, just Ben, what's up? What's up, Mini Cali? I feel like that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Welcome to you. Good advice, Ben. Good advice from you, Gail. I think we'd be good pottery teachers together, yeah? I feel like you're making bigger pieces lately? Nope. These are just little 2-pounders. Maybe the camera setup different. I have a little, you know, just in a different place. Slightly. It's the only place I had available. But no. I mean, yes, overall, I am making bigger pieces. I have a lot of big pieces that I've been making. Not on live here. Mainly just still been doing the 2, 4, 6, 10-pound pots on here. Tomorrow I might do a couple 2-piece pots on live. That might be fun. Do some very large things, I guess. 20 inches or something like that. Well, not this piece. Yeah, no, this piece isn't. This is a little 2-pounder. This is a little 2-pounder. That one really didn't have the angle I wanted in, but it's still a keeper. And is it easy to make bats and wooden pieces to put on? Yeah, it can be. If to use them to throw with, I mean, you can do different things. There's people that just throw on square bats. To cut round ones properly to fit, and then to drill the 10-inch holes on center can be a pain. But if you're willing to take the challenge, yeah. And but you could just, like, for years when I was young, I literally was just making pots, cutting them in under, picking them up, and putting them onto a flat board. Simple as that. They weren't on bats. So we just do boards of pots. My dad always said I went to boarding school. Kind of corny, but it was funny. Do they have to be MDF? No. No. I mean, you could just do them on plywood. For the bats or for like just anything putting them on. I wouldn't suggest using plywood, but MDF has been my favorite, but you can, the plastic bats I was using while teaching on the Cape, I really enjoyed. Thought they were great. So, and then there's this material here, which is, I don't even know what it is. It's like 1/4-inch crap. But they're useful. I mean, you could use them, but they don't last. I would use MDF if you're taking it seriously, personally. But like I said, MDF is a lot better now than it was. Like, actually, I can give you a perfect example of what MDF was in the 90s versus now. Look at this. Look how crappy that is. You can even hear it. Just punked out garbage. So that's from probably 95, this piece of MDF. Or 96, maybe a little later. And then they slowly got better at it. And then these ones, and like the ones I'm using right now, I've used for probably 20 years. And there's a little warping, but not too much. For both. Yeah. No, you're welcome, Hunter. Hey, Mike, how's it going? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. You're in Germany, right? I think I had that right. Who is it? Evening for you, so gute Nacht. Yeah. It looks not compressed. Yeah. Back in the day, that's exactly what it was, Hunter. Country Carpenter, what's up? How are you? Always nice to see you in here. Guys, thank you so much for all the likes today. Appreciate it. Okay. That one be done too. Move it on over. So here's you can even hear the difference. This is a probably 20-year-old versus the 90s MDF. So, I don't know, they just completely switched up how they were doing it and made it 100 times better. And I got a batch of new ones last year. I think I got like 20 or so new ones. And yeah, it seems like the same material and feel that it was 20 years ago rather than 25. Which is good. Yeah, I'm in Germany. Good, thanks. New kiln. Waiting on glazes to arrive from Florida. Nice. Oh, you got the... So you ordered everything from Florida? That's cool. Well, congrats on getting all that going. Where in Germany are you? In Deutschland. How often do you place the water in your bucket? Every day, Wanda. I'm not one of these potters that uses the slip to throw with. I like having clean water every time. Especially for like production wise, just being able to have clean water at the end. So yeah, every day. Sometimes twice a day if I'm doing like 100 pots or so. Like at midway through, I'll switch out the water. I know there's a lot of people that talk about it and use like the slurry water to throw with. And I understand their thinking, but for me, I like clean water. Mike, your TikTok out there? Is that? Oh. Okay. Well, you're two people. Oh no, you're talking to TikTok. I'm sorry. I am not. Yeah. I should not be reading anything today. Thanks for seeing what you're making. Sounds good, Country Carpenter. Really, I also built my own pottery wheel. If you'd be able to, I'd like to talk about how to make one, well, in future anyway. I know, Joe. It is surprising, buddy. I'm getting shot, guys. Like, this 7-day work thing is destroying my mind. My body can handle it, but my mind can't. It was funny. I was talking about this with somebody the other day, and it's so different to make pots on a live stream than it is to just throw. So I know you guys all enjoy. Well, I don't know if you enjoy it, but I always tend to like communicate with everybody that pops in here. And there might be some days in the future where I just let you guys chat and I don't say anything. So if that is the case, I hope you guys do not take any offense. I'm just gonna not even have the chat up. The camera will be rolling. I'm just gonna be making pots, so that way I can actually, because there's a few things I'm a little bit behind on. So as long as you don't feel offended, I'll still have it on so you guys can chat with each other and have a nice place to hang. I'm not gonna do that all the time, but in the future there is gonna be a few of those coming up. So, and I'll put it like a pinned comment so you guys know that I'm not being directly rude to you. Do you have water source in your basement? No. Well, I guess I kind of do. Yeah, I could pull it from the hot water heater if I wanted to. But I normally throw with cold water. Hot water kind of tends to make my fingers prune quicker. But I could pull it from the hot water heater if I needed to. But no, for majority of the year I go outside and I hose out the bucket. Sometimes I keep the little bits of slurry on the bottom to reclaim with, but otherwise it goes back into the earth where it came from. And I hose out the bucket and just fill it up with nice cold water, clean cold water. Also, Ben, do you don't use a lot of water? I don't know how much. I mean, you're actually, yeah, here's a perfect example. So here's what I've done so far. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14 pots, and here's the amount of water that I've used that's excess. So, yeah, I don't know if it's really that much. You know, it's like too much water is not a good thing, and just like not enough is too. So finding that perfect place. And different clays kind of require different things. Like I was throwing with Laguna clay bodies up on the Cape last week. I don't think I used much water at all. It was just so smooth and whatever. I just whatever. This is what we're doing. That was fun, actually. I might want to grab some Laguna. I was using B mix and then the 500 mix. And then I was also using a mixture of both that were reclaimed into one. So every time I helped a student that was using the B mix, I was like, oh wow, this felt like porcelain. It's good to throw. I don't think it's good to throw with a lot of water. That's what Florian Gatsby says. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch him. I've seen it before. Yeah, I mean, too much and too little is no good. So finding that middle ground. Yeah. I guess I agree with him, but I don't know. Gail says, Ben, you need to rest and relax each week. Each week? Well, that's overdoing it, Gail. Yeah, that would be nice. Someday, yeah. It's alright. These are my golden years, as they say, so. You have to work every day. Self-employed, just work every day. That's the way I've always been, like, until I reach a certain point. And I'm getting there, so. And I will have that in my future. I sure hope. But you're right, it is something that I would most certainly benefit from. Yeah, I think it is too, but if you're used to it, I don't know. Wanda, I don't know. There's kind of not really, like if for anybody that's self-employed, they're always doing something. And even if what some consider to be, well, you're not really working or emailing or something, or communications even. A lot of people get paid for that stuff, so you're always doing something. And even when you're not, and you say you're not going to, you're gonna. It's just, when you're self-employed, it's just one of those, everybody always says, oh, just so nice to have your lifestyle. And it's like, yeah, well, as long as you're okay with working every day. And I know, I joke because people say, oh, you can do whatever you want because you're the boss. And I say, yeah, but the boss is a dick. I just haven't, yeah, I was brought up with, like my stepfather was a dairy farmer, so there was literally no days off. I never saw him take a day off in my whole existence until he kind of finished up what he was doing, and now he's still working, but he got rid of all the cows. So my whole childhood is watching a man that worked 14, 16-hour days every day of his life. And health-wise, wasn't bad. The guy was an animal. I always looked up to that and wanted to follow a similar path. And I just put it towards pottery. But it's not, all those hours aren't me on the wheel, so. I do agree with you. I'm not arguing with you guys. I just think differently. 7 days. It's not much water at all. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really looked at it. I know my dad uses quite a bit of water. He's a messy potter. He just grabs and chucks it on. But yeah, I guess I don't use too much. Audrey says, well, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Neither have I seen your name. Welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in, Audrey. Gotta keep moving or you fade away. See, that's my thinking of it too. Is exactly what Pastor Bider just wrote. That's 100% alignment with you on that. Align. Yeah, my earbud's not working, sorry. Okay, we need to do this. Da-dee da-dee, da-dee da-dee do. Audrey says, I can't really read it. How many can you fire at a time? It really depends. This size here, this is gonna be different because I don't normally make these. I usually make flower pots, so I kind of have numbers down for those. But this size, I don't know because I haven't really done production on this shape in a long time. Probably going to be able to get around 30 pots into the kiln easily. Probably because I have these small ones and I have these some big ones, so probably total around 30, I hope. Flower pots, this shape I would get much more. Oh, that's right, you were an auditor? Hang on, what does this say? When I was on the road auditing, I would go back to the hotel and there wasn't much to do. So I was always on the laptop. At home, it was the same, like you were attached to your laptop. Yeah, I mean, I'm not often, but like, I guess I am. I mean, I use my phone instead. But I'm always answering emails, returning calls, all that stuff on top of what I do to make all this stuff happen. So if you were to factor in that time, I don't like factoring in the time or figuring out what the time is. Because if I was to actually figure out how many hours I put in doing all this stuff, and even if I'm sitting there brainstorming ideas for the next move or whatever it is with pottery, whatever you want to call it, that's still, as a business owner, that's still basically working. So a lot of people get paid to do the communications, like I said, and do the this and that, so for normal jobs. But when you're self-employed, you're doing it all. And some things might be easy, like, yeah, sending out an email. It's easy. So I don't really consider it work in my head, but in actuality, it is. So what I hear you, Wanda. And what did you audit? Did you, for like an accounting? Is that like business auditing or personal stuff, or did you work for the government? Like, what do you do? I think you might have told me before, but obviously I lost it, so sorry. Obviously, he's got to keep moving. Move it out, move it in. It's all work. It is all work, Wanda. Agreed. Work, work, work all day long. Work, work, work while I sing this song. Neighbors mowing his lawn. Great. Usually means I follow suit soon after, so maybe after work I'll do that. Usually mows when it's about to rain, so maybe you know something I don't know. Like if it's gonna rain enough. You make it look easy. Thanks, Audrey. That's a trick to pottery. It is easy. After a long time, it is. It does feel like it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Audrey. Finance, branches. Gotcha. Hey, what's up? What's up, Oh? Oh, what's up? Hope you're doing well. How is everything over in Sweden? there's 16 of those, which I believe will be the bottom shelf in the big kiln. We are good with that. What is that sponge for? Which one? This? It's to be used as a sponge. I think that's the best question I've ever been asked. I think you won. I think you seriously won the question that we've all been wondering. What is the most interesting question that I've ever been asked on this channel? I think you hit it out of the park, Max. Been flying and the attachment to technology is like, that's strange, isn't it? I say that just because, yeah, you're of the generation that's close to mine where we came from none of that stuff. So I find all that stuff very interesting and what it's doing to our minds. Because when it's detached, I would just resort back to like 30 years ago. Like the brain just goes right back to, oh, this is what it was like to just pick up a book. Or not. And just sit and look at a view. And not have to worry about, is somebody calling? Well, I'll figure that out when I get home. I love doing that, leaving the phone aside and just going about the day. You said I just watched some Stevie Ray Vaughan videos. So good, yeah. I haven't. We're just talking about it. Thank you for the reminder. Not that you knew that you're to remind me, but I need to remind myself to hook up the guitar so I can finish these live streams playing guitar again, because I'm not getting enough time on my guitar. I've been so busy with pottery. So the only way I might be able to make myself is if when I go live, is to play a little guitar at the end. So I think I'm going to do that. I can do the 80s again. Yeah, me too. Just on like repeat. 80s and 90s. That would be interesting. Certain things about the 90s I really enjoyed. That's for sure. Probably more so than the 80s. Because I was a little young then, even though we were brought up quickly. Audrey says me too. All right. We're all in agreement here, apparently. All 18 of us. Oh, you guys have been awesome. I'm going to get going. And thank you so much for popping in today. All the 75 likes, everybody that popped in. It was nice to see some returning faces. I can't see your faces. But Audrey, it's nice to see you back in here. Always is a pleasure to see Wanda Gale, Passerby, Fresh Cup of Joel. Mike is in here. Country Carpenter. All you guys. Shuriken's on everybody. We have the top fan things. I don't know if you even care about that stuff, but Wanda, #1, gets the first place. You get a big trophy. Welcome. You're welcome to it. The Shuriken Zone gets second place. And then let's see, I don't know who Charlie is, but oh, I remember Charlie. He popped in a ways ago. Charles. He was just Charles. Was third place. So there you go. Yeah, take care. Take care, passerby. Have a great Wednesday. Yes. Will do. Hope you do too. Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I will catch you next time. I'll be on tomorrow. Probably same place. Or same time. Obviously the same place. Yeah, we'll catch you. Audrey, thank you. Appreciate you. Wait, I didn't read this. I understand your work. However, see, oh, I know. I do know I'm about to crash. All right, guys. Peace out. And I will see you soon. Thank you for all the support you always give me in the stream here. I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks so much. And we'll see you.